Three friends are making their way back to their hotel late one night, ready to call it after a long day. They get into the elevator, expecting a quick ride up to their room.
Okay, so it's been doing this for a minute, and there's nothing out there.
Are we too heavy?
You're too heavy.
Ah, yeah, Sergio, I sense sore. Man, you need to hit that gym.
This is Dad. 1888 kilogram.
What's going on?
You wanna
Yeah.
figure it out?
Yeah.
Alright, no, that did something,
No.
Dude, Corona? I don't know.
Leona.
What is going on?
Are we too heavy? Is there someone there? What the?
The elevator keeps bypassing their destination and delivering them directly to the 16th floor every single time. They assume it's a mechanical issue until they hear from other guests who've experienced the identical behavior, and when confronted, the hotel's employees have no explanation for why this keeps occurring. Here's the thing that makes it harder to brush off. The 16th floor isn't even occupied. It's closed for renovations, so there's no reason anyone would be calling the elevator there. The friends decide it's probably just a glitch and forget about it. But the next day, they step into that same elevator, and things take a turn.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up, and
The power cuts out completely. The elevator stops moving, stuck somewhere between floors, and the three of them are left sitting in the dark with no way out.
the backup, yeah, there you go. The backup generator's been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our lives. And yeah, we're like cooking a life. We're happy.
Yeah.
We've made a life in here.
The backup generator finally switches on, bringing the lights back, though they continue to flicker on and off. While they wait for rescue, the group keeps the camera rolling to pass the time and stay positive. During the recording, something appears on screen that none of them spot right then.
I gotta pee.
You gotta
I
pee.
feel like a rapper. Go. I gotta pee. I'm holding my bladder.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. I don't know what else is going on. I gotta pee. It's making me mad.
A shadowy figure shows up in the corner of the elevator, right behind one of them. It's brief, but it's there on the footage, dark and distinct. The strange part is that none of them react. They just keep talking like nothing's wrong, completely unaware that something is standing just a few feet away. It's only after they review the video later that they spot it. Finally, the elevator jolts back to life and starts moving. The doors slide open, and they think they're done, but they're not.
We're moving.
Fine. Thank you.
Where are we going?
Oh, wait. Stop.
No way. No.
That's the same one as before.
No way.
All right.
Once again, they find themselves on the 16th floor, the very same level where their ordeal began, though this time around nobody had even selected it or pressed the button. After being stuck inside that elevator for close to 90 minutes, the doors finally open to reveal the one destination that not a single person among them actually wanted to reach. Why the elevator kept pulling them to that floor, and what that shadow was doing behind them in the footage, no one has been able to explain. A mother and daughter went horseback riding just outside Mount Shasta, California, around sunset. They were moving through the hills when all of a sudden they started hearing something strange cutting through the air. It sounded wrong, almost like voices coming from somewhere deep in the trees.
Where is that coming from? It's like it's way over there, but it's also right here. Oh my God. god.
The sound was sharp, almost like somebody screaming in the distance. Most people would have turned back right then, but these two decided to go looking for it. They left the path and pushed into the thick brush, and what they found waiting for them was not something either of them expected.
Straight apocalyptic. Somebody is summoning something here. What is happening? What is happening right now? Okay, no. Pretty sure Jordan and I just stumbled across a live Lemurian conference call. Sorry for interrupting. Not just for you. I am sitting here freaking out because I thought this bag of trash was talking to me, and everything you were saying was coming over the Bluetooth speaker in my bag. Oh my god. I'm like, the trash bag is talking to me now.
Oh, my phone is still connected. I did
Your
it.
phone was connected. I had to piss my pants going, we gotta go, because the trash is talking to us.
Oh boy.
In other words, actually, let's go.
Okay.
I'm over it. We just found another one. Way up the mountain. Something about salvation.
Spread out all over the hillside were these little round solar-powered speakers. The more ground they covered, the more of them they found. A lot of them were just blasting white noise, but because they weren't perfectly in sync with each other, the static started layering into something that sounded like distant screaming or voices calling out from nowhere. Some of the speakers sitting by themselves were playing a recording of a human voice, just repeating the same word over and over, salvation, like someone preaching or chanting into the void.
Who are the representative of God for our spiritual elevation. We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise, the only
Mount Shasta has been called one of the strangest and most mysterious spots in the country for almost 100 years now. So if you were going to find something like this anywhere, it would probably be there. A lot of people think the speakers might have been part of a security setup, maybe protecting an illegal grow operation tucked away somewhere in those hills. The idea is that the creepy looping voices were supposed to freak people out and keep them from getting too close. Some think they were actually meant to drive off wolves or other animals that might wander through. And then there's the theory that it was all some kind of art piece or ritual setup from one of the spiritual groups that live around Mount Shasta.
You can hear it in the background. I'm going to show you. It's a little freaking creepy. Hold on. It's creepy. There's a mountain. And look at, there is another 100 of them out there. But it's like this Lemurian beacon system. I have no idea. Somebody put a lot of effort into this. Come on. This is insane. I guess they're solar powered. This one actually makes sense. The other ones are just white noise. All right, well, we're getting out of here. Stat. Jordan left me.
People online figured out you can actually buy these exact solar speakers for about $30 a piece, so any of those theories could work. But here's the thing, nobody has ever stepped up to say they were the ones who put them out there. The woman went home and looked up the property records. Turns out the speakers were sitting on private land that runs right up against a section owned by the government, but even now, nobody knows who planted them or what they were really for. A student at a Philippine university was pulling a late-night study session inside one of the school's oldest buildings. When she finished up and went to head out, the classroom door refused to budge. She decided to start filming.
Hindi ko alam kung nagsisend to, pero kanina pa ako nandito. Walang pintong bumubukas at may topakata tong phone ko. Pag tinatry ko siyang buksan, yung mga pinto, hindi naman siya nakalock, pero ayaw niyang bumukas. Eto, tignan niyo. Parang may humihila sa kabilang dulo. Please, kung makita niyo to, ako si Maxine Cayapado ng MMA 201. Nandito ako sa C401 at nasa tapat ako ng...
According to her, the door didn't feel jammed or locked. It felt like something or someone was pressing against it from the hallway. Every time she yanked harder, the pushback got stronger. That's when she hit record to capture what was going on. Then, just as suddenly as it started, the resistance stopped. The door flies open on its own and nobody's there. She left the building right after, and to this day has no idea what held it closed. Picture yourself sitting out in the middle of nowhere, peering through a thermal scope into pitch-black woods. That's exactly what the Abagato Thermal Hunting channel is all about. The footage is usually pretty routine. Field tests on thermal gear, animals wandering through the property at night, sometimes a coyote or hawk hunt. Pretty standard stuff. No ghost stories, no strange encounters, at least not until this particular night. The guy filming had been sweeping the tree line when he caught sight of an owl and decided to zoom in. After watching it for a bit, he panned away and kept scanning. And that's the moment he saw something on the screen that made him stop recording, pack his equipment, and get out of there. When you slow the footage down, you can see why he left so quickly. There, moving through absolute darkness and heavy brush where no trail exists, is the thermal signature of a woman just casually walking through the forest. This is the middle of the night, deep in the woods, when most people wouldn't dream of being out there alone. We're heading back now to Winmic Pigs, the user who's been documenting what he believes is a dark shadow figure inside his home, and he's shared a few more clips since we last checked in.
I'm home alone. I'm hearing my own voice upstairs. The door won't stop knocking, and there's nobody there. This door keeps banging. I thought I was hearing my voice. Nobody's there. Go away! Ooh, that was right over my shoulder. Who's I'm giving you one chance to leave. I know what you're doing. It's not scaring me. It's not scaring anybody else. You need to leave now. Yeah, I got a feeling you're in this room, aren't you? Are you in here? This again. Okay. All right. If you're gonna play these games all night, I'm not gonna play. I'm not doing this. And now I hear the bathroom water on. Good grief. Get out.
Late one night on an empty Indonesian highway, a truck driver is steering through pitch-black countryside. The road ahead is completely clear, just pavement and headlights cutting through darkness, when suddenly something appears right in front of him, and he slams the brakes. According to the driver, whatever was standing there in his headlights was so completely bizarre that he basically froze up behind the wheel. He pulls the truck over onto the shoulder, grabs his phone, and tries to get the camera running. His hands are shaking, but he needs proof that what he just saw was actually real. What he's about to record, though, is going to be a lot worse than he expected.
Mambune, moro-moro mambune gak enak lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis lur yo. Ayo, sapa? Sapa iki? Cuk, sapa iki? Welut! Welut! Muncul lah! Loh? Lur? Sapa yo? Wes lur, aku tak budal.
The driver starts filming, trying to talk through what just happened out on the road. His voice is shaky, almost like he's still processing it. Then he tilts the phone down and points it toward the underside of the cab, right below where he's standing. And there they are, two pale legs, just hanging in mid-air under the truck, completely still. The driver panics, runs around to check underneath in person, and finds nothing. No body, no person. No explanation, just empty space where the camera clearly showed something a few seconds earlier. Was this staged for attention, or did exhaustion and fear trick his mind? What do you think actually appeared on that recording? Family set up a security camera in their house, and within the first day, it recorded something none of them could make sense of. But according to the homeowner, who posts online as Tranquility Botanicals, the weird occurrences didn't start with the camera. They'd been happening since the day they moved in.
So at first it was just like hearing little noises here and there. That escalated to hearing voices. We both have heard like men and women and children voices.
She says that within their first week living there, a Bible they kept on a shelf over the bed came crashing down in the middle of the night. Both she and her husband also claim they've smelled cigarette smoke drifting through the rooms, despite the fact that nobody in the house smokes. They also noticed something odd with their spare keys. The family would hang them over each door frame, and when they'd come back home, the keys would be lying on the floor. According to them, it wasn't from slamming doors or anything shaking loose. The keys were always down when they returned, but never while anyone was inside. It went on nearly every day for a stretch of time, then suddenly stopped. Their 5-year-old son won't leave his closet door open anymore. He says if he does, something will push it the rest of the way. Once they put cameras up around the house, the parents say the footage started showing exactly what they'd been experiencing all along. One clip from the hallway picks up what sounds like a kid laughing in the background.
What?
The dad's reaction is instant the moment he hears it. Right after that, one of the bedroom cameras picks up a series of banging noises, plus what sounds to many people like faint whispering.
I don't know if he's discovered his ear and that's why he's playing with it, or if it hurts.
Then a ball sitting on the floor starts rolling by itself. No one's around, and there's nothing visible that could have pushed it. The mother says whatever's going on isn't scary to them at this point, just annoying. She describes it more as a nuisance than anything threatening. After critics pointed out air currents as a possible explanation, the family filmed a second demonstration with the identical setup.
Where are you?
Hold on, I'm trying to prove something. I'm trying to prove something.
Can I hang out with you?
Yes.
Oh, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah. Observe.
Well, then here, and then. Why don't you do what you do?
Somebody was trying to say that.
I know.
Well, there's a gap between the.
Yeah, of course there's a fucking gap. There's a gap in every single house.
I know. So that's what
So
I
then
was
here,
showing.
I'll do what you do. Ugh.
They tried opening doors to shift the air current, circled the ball, and the father even put his weight on it. The heating system stayed on throughout, but none of their efforts could replicate the movement caught on video. Just after midnight on March 1st, a Texas police dispatcher gets a call that sounds like something out of a nightmare. Someone reports a man attacking another person in the street and supposedly trying to bite him. It's the kind of report that seems almost impossible, but when an officer pulls up to the location, the scene in front of him is real.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Hey! 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 Let me see your hands! 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 Hey! 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 Hey!
There's a man pinned to the pavement with another on top of him, still going at him. The officer shouts for him to stop and put his hands up, but the guy doesn't even acknowledge him, like he can't hear a word being said.
Hey! 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 Don't do shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
When commands don't work, the officer fires. The first couple rounds hit, but the attacker keeps going. He doesn't flinch, doesn't slow down, just stays locked on the person beneath him, like nothing else exists. He finally drops after the fourth shot, but what makes this case even more unsettling is what happened afterward. The attacker and his victim both vanished from the record, and no one ever found out why he behaved that way. Was it drugs? Some kind of severe mental breakdown? The reason remains completely unclear. No one ever gave a straight answer, and the case just faded without explanation. Jorge Cruz and his family posted this video, and according to Jorge, strange things have been happening ever since they moved in. Jorge has always been into paranormal stuff, and he thinks something might have followed them home because of it.
I'm having a breakthrough.
At some point, Jorge decided to use a Ouija board in the house, which he now believes could have let something in. But this isn't the first weird thing he's caught on video. Jorge claims these things have been targeting his family specifically, and he says he's even recorded them outside the house late at night. A few nights back, something woke Jorge up in the middle of the night. His bedroom door had just slammed shut. At first, he figured it was just a draft or the wind and tried to go back to sleep. The next morning, though, he pulled up the recording from his baby monitor to see what actually happened. What shows up in the footage is hard to ignore. Right before the door slams shut, you can hear loud, heavy banging echoing through the room. Then a dark shadowy shape slowly moves into frame near the bottom of the crib, almost like something is standing there in the darkness, just watching the baby sleep. The dark shape appeared to move deliberately closer to the child, and it even seemed to interact with a stuffed animal sitting nearby, before it suddenly disappeared completely, leaving absolutely no sign that it had ever been there at all. The big question now is what Jorge will do about this presence that clearly isn't going away. Two friends are sitting in a pickup truck around 11 p.m. and they're singing to pass the time. They've been stuck in traffic for hours. The person who shared this footage with me, Essie, says the backup was caused by a crash that happened earlier on the same road. A motorcyclist had hit a truck on that highway, and the impact killed him instantly. The collision left traffic at a standstill. Now, just a few hours after that fatal accident, the dashcam inside the truck records something strange. Keep your eyes on the back window. While the two friends are singing, something shows up behind them. Outside the truck, there's a figure hovering in the air, keeping pace with the vehicle. According to Ezzy, what they captured was a floating head with nothing below it. They only discovered it later when they watched the recording. According to Ezzy, the men are convinced the face belongs to the motorcyclist who died on that highway earlier in the day. But even if it wasn't him, Ezzy mentions that plenty of fatal accidents have happened on this same stretch of road over the years. So if something did show up on camera, there are multiple victims it could have been. A security guard working the night shift at a large school decided to start recording during his rounds. As he walked through the empty hallways, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was following him. Strange noises kept echoing from different parts of the building, and he knew for certain no one else was supposed to be there.
Les digo, y estoy yo solo.
While he films, you can clearly hear unexplained sounds coming from somewhere deeper in the school. He keeps his camera rolling, and that's when things take a much stranger turn. Without warning, a scream rings out from far down the hallway. The officer is visibly shaken. According to him, he later learned that 2 students had actually died in that same corridor years earlier. Still recording, he decides to check one of the classrooms.
No manches. Se cayó la silla. Miren. No hay nadie ya.
The moment he steps inside, chairs that had been stacked on the desks suddenly crash to the floor. He spins around to see what caused it, but nobody's there. Reviewing the security footage later, he found several other incidents recorded that same week. The next night, he caught something even harder to explain.
Oigan, miren, no sé si alcancen a ver ahí en la ventana. Ahí, que se vea, ¿sí ven?
A shadowy shape materializes at the window for just a moment, then disappears into thin air. The disturbances continue to intensify, leaving unanswered questions about what was happening inside. One night, a security guard was doing his usual patrol through a section of an old hospital that had been shut down for construction. As far as he knew, nobody else was supposed to be in that area. But as he walks through, something moves in the shadows behind him, and he almost doesn't catch it. A dark figure shoots across the corridor and vanishes around the corner. According to some viewers, the shape had no head at all, which is why so many people think this might actually be paranormal. Others say it could have been a former patient who never left. Whether that's true or not, the footage is hard to ignore.